charge, I let the fear take the wheel and steer. It's driven me before, and it seems to have a vague, haunting mass appeal. But lately I'm beginning to find that I should be the one behind the wheel. Whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there with open arms and open eyes, yeah. Whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there. I'll be there. So if I decide to waver
Across the board, without getting into too many of the fine details, is that these students have had bad educational experiences for one reason or another. Maybe their family at home, maybe friends, maybe physiological issues, maybe a host of reasons. And that always snowballs into other things, substance abuse or getting into trouble with the law. So all of that, when you put it all together, you basically have a student who's lost and in trouble and basically needs some guidance and probably absolutely a safe environment and maybe an environment that can keep an eye on them a little better, so they don't fall through the cracks.
I'm not lost, just undiscovered. And when we're alone, we're all the same as each other. You see the look that's on my face, you might think that I'm out of place. I'm not lost, no, just undiscovered. Well, the time it takes to know someone, it all can change. Before you know it's gone. Before it's gone. So close your eyes and feel.
These are kids who couldn't make it for many reasons in regular public high school. Some were truant, others involved with gangs or were afraid at school. Many are teen parents. Nearly all of them are from low-income families from the Central Phoenix corridor, where nearly half of all households are headed by adults who never graduated from high school.
I grew up in a real tough family, so I was often doing drugs, hanging around people who were in gangs, just not caring about school. And my family, we had a lot of problems, so it was I didn't really care.
My name is Mr. B. It's shortened because I have a really long last name. And my teaching duties here at school at Twin Oaks, I teach computers as a vocational ed class. I teach health PE, which is a requirement to graduate. I teach all levels of math, and I also do RISE, which is basically giving students who are not doing well here a second chance so they don't get expelled, so we can still try to help them get the credits they need so they can get a diploma.
Right. Then life for peace, and you may say that I'm a dreamer, but I am not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger, a brotherhood of man.
I'm a public school teacher, and I read a lot about how you want to invest in teachers. You want to fix No Child Left Behind. Can you just tell me a few more details about how you want to do it?
Claire, my 9-year-old, just finished 3rd grade, where they spent a huge part of the year preparing for the end-of-grade test. And I saw how intrusive it was in the learning process. And she had a good teacher. This is the way I think about it. If this is the line that you have to meet for No Child Left Behind, and you've got this school, a school that comes in with the students way up here, and not only do they not make progress, they actually go down during the year, but they still end up above the line, then they're doing well. If you have a school that comes in where the students are below the line and they make huge progress but don't get above the line, they're failing. This is crazy. It makes that. And then along comes the brilliance of No Child Left Behind and says if we identify a school that's struggling, here's what we're going to do. Let's take their money away from them. That'll improve things. That's for the good of the kids.
Biggest issue, like across the board, without getting into too many of the fine details, is that these students have had bad educational experiences for one reason or another. Maybe their family at home, maybe friends, maybe physiological issues, maybe a host of reasons, and that always snowballs into other things, substance abuse or getting into trouble with the law. So all of that, when you put it all together, you basically have a student who's lost and in trouble.
I think, first of all, it needs to be funded. The federal government's not funded like it's supposed to. And second, it needs to be changed. Instead of having these bulky, intrusive tests that we have now, I do believe we need to fill in a bubble in response to a math or science question. Are the kids developing thinking skills, analytical skills? Are they progressing in other areas that don't show up on a standardized test? And
I think one of the things that we have to remember, that even though we can understand what they've been through, I have to be very careful that I keep the expectations at the same level. So I achieve what I want to achieve from different approaches. I don't use traditional approaches to get them to do what I need them to do, or even an assessment. I have to tweak my assessment with them because each individual case is a little different. I have some, most of these students don't do well on regular exams. So what we do is we try to parse out the exams for them, make them smaller tests. So whatever I can do, I do, and understand that the options are endless.
Going to help you here access scholarships, money, everything you need. All you need to do is come to school every day, work your best, and we'll ensure that your skills will rise enough so that you can compete.
Luckily, these teenagers found Genesis and got a new start on life in high school. We expect every student to graduate with a diploma. We provide rigorous one-on-one instruction, but we also help our students emotional support and family counseling. Beyond that, we help students as they go through post-secondary education or career-oriented employment.
A program called WorkLink here at Genesis that provides them all of the workplace skills that are going to be necessary to ensure their success in a viable workplace job.
Hey, what's up, class? Social 495, got a week left. Just want to say thanks for checking out the video. I know it was a little probably out there, but just want to put some things together and kind of show you my environment, my organization, what I went through and endured, and definitely learned a lot from many students, many faculty members. Definitely a place to check out, and that would definitely change your sociological perspective, especially in a public school area, for kids who are considered and labeled, dropouts, lazy, students who went through family issues, divorce, budget cuts, many different issues that took place at Twin Oaks, and I was able to actually foresee that and apply, the sociological themes and theories that we've learned over the past years, and definitely impacted my whole experience at Twin Oaks. So I hope you guys liked the video. This is my farewell to say goodbye, and good luck with your guys' futures and your careers and what you guys partake in. Hopefully you guys strive for social upward mobility. There's one person I would like to thank going through this. I'd like to thank Mr. B. He was an awesome guy, very motivating, very uplifting. You could definitely tell he was there to help and do whatever he could to strive for each individual, each student to get to their point where they're not living in the means of falling into that snowball effect, and they're actually trying to find a way where they can So I'd like to take time to say thank you to Mr. B. I'd like to say thank you for the staff and the faculty and even the students at Twin Oak Continuation High School to allow me to have the opportunity and also allowing me to do my internship there. I learned a great deal about so many different issues. I think this internship was well worth it and definitely an amazing life experience. And I'd like to say good luck and congratulations after however long, many years you guys it took, but we're done.
Waiting on the world to change. We keep